we'll go over the rules again. So as you can see, this is a public room. So you can come join. Club is Nullifist Struggle Bus. Just type in Nullifist, you'll find it. And the way that this is going to work is we have all the clubs in a public room. We're going to spend 12 minutes on each one, and then we go to the next map. And we give our feedback, our thoughts, all that good stuff. If you like the music that's happening in the background, I am allowed to use it as long as I give credit. So let's give credit. Unpragmatic Covers. We've been listening to them for quite a while, and they make old school RuneScape sound font covers of just about anything, honestly, and they do a really good job. I really like them. I do listen to them while I'm studying and working on assignments and stuff, so it's not just stream. They're nice. It's good background music. All right. Oh, Poda, welcome. We're doing well, and yes, missions are still open for now. It'll be about an hour and a half before your map will pop up, but we still have room for about 3 more maps. And if you can't stay the entire time, it's 100% acceptable to just submit your map and watch the VOD after. Oh, that is not where I'm going. Okay, let's try this. So we go more here. Jesperin also saying that they want as much critique as possible. Okay, so weekly shorts 2. You can either join the Discord, exclamation point Discord, and send a file in, or since this stream has already started, you can send a TMX link to the map in chat, and I'll click on it, and once we get to the intermission, I will add it. All right. Perfect. Sounds good, Jerchi. Or no, it's Jerchi. No, that's right. Jesperin is not here. Jerchi is the one that asked for a lot of criticism. Although I'm still going to give, my thoughts to the best of my ability. So, honestly, I am liking this so far. Yeah, once I've started stream, it's easier. Perfect, so I clicked on that. Once I get to the intermission, I'll go ahead and add it. And you'll know it's the intermission because it's a giant tower map. It's a dead giveaway. We're not going to finish a tower map in 12 minutes. Oh, wait, let me check one thing real quick. Yeah. Okay, it looks like your map is good, but I guess one thing I did forget to say. I think your map's fine, Coda, but just because I did forget to say it. No lull, trial, or khaki, just because they're like how do you? Well, trial because we have 12 minutes, and it can be like trials normally take a lot longer than 12 minutes to complete. And then no lull or khaki because how do you critique? I don't know how you critique those maps. Yeah, it's like a lull map, like, oh, this drive's horrible and makes me super sad to play it. And then it's like, yeah, that's the point. Alright, well, I don't know. I see. Well, no, because you have to take that checkpoint, so I don't think there's a sneaky way around. What do I think so far? Honestly, I am liking this as a weekly shorts map. It's got enough that, there's a lot of I guess, like, what, potential? Nope, not like that. Not like that. That's not how you reach the potential of this map. Yeah, the more you go out, the more you're kind of punished. With like a lot of speed, because you have to turn sharper to make it for that checkpoint. So you probably actually don't really want to go for too much speed. Oh, yeah, this is an awful landing. Oh no. Darn it. I actually had really good speed. Keep messing up the landing. I don't think you want to bug slide. I don't think... Okay, well, I guess I might as well try it. Okay, well, if I could just get out the starting area, then I can try it. And then I'll talk about the route, my overall thoughts and everything. Because I don't think you just want to go like that. Yeah, because you end up with so little exit speed. This way you carry a lot more. Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about it. So honestly, I like this route. It's got a little bit of like stuff to explore. I don't think I have the ending solved. I think I have the beginning solved, but not the ending. And I think there's quite a bit of room for people to play with in terms of like no sliding on the dirt, how far they how far the car turns sideways. So I don't think this would be a boring weekly shorts. It's not the most exciting, but it's got something to bite onto, which I think is good. If I had to give any tips, I don't know. I like the fact how it's kind of awkward. And like if you really go out here and you have to drive on this to come around, you're actually punished for it. So it's like it's not just like, oh, just gather the most exit speed here. It's just kind of like it's somewhere. The best line is somewhere in here. You just gotta find it. It's not at one extreme or the other, which is kind of nice. It's somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I don't think there's... Yeah. I will say scenery-wise, this is interesting. I do think you could get away with building like just a weird purple structure and then just kind of like placing it in few key strategic spots. That way, it's not just like black platform. Or we get out here and it's just black platform. So I think just a couple just like abstract purple scenery blocks would be, you know, just like jutting up. They don't even have to be that tall. And just to break up the skyline. And I think that would help the visual look of the map. Although, I mean, it's weekly shorts. You don't have to go that hard with scenery. I say as I'm probably at least 10 hours into scenery for my weekly shorts map. But to be fair, I'm using it as an excuse for a scenery experiment. So it's not the norm. No, I don't like how I did that at all. I was jumping too far. Honestly, I like this. Crit me. I gained a little bit of time from that. I don't know. I do kind of wish there was one extra thing. Like, honestly, maybe a small jump here. Like, a little bit of air. You have, like, you can add a couple more seconds and still be fine. So I'm wondering if, like, maybe a little bit of airtime here. That way you kind of get, like, a mini version of what you're doing here, but over here. And then that would add a little bit more variability, because I feel like a lot of the experimentation and time save is going to come from the second half of the route. So maybe just like a little drop down here maybe would work. Also, Ace, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, I tied. Hold on. No, I want a PB. I don't want to tie. Oh, yeah, no, not like that. It's not fair. Okay, that's actually really good. I got a really good landing on that second part. Yeah, so I think it pretty much does just come down to that second part on whether or not you're gonna get a PB. And so I do wish there was like a little jump in the beginning. Yeah, but I wobbled there, so I'm not gonna get a very good. And yeah, I did have a really good end. Interesting. Okay. Yep, I think this is pretty good. The only comments I have really, maybe adding like a little mini obstacle of this right here, and then adding some abstract purple structures just a little bit around to help break up just the solid black of the scenery. But I like the idea. I think the execution is pretty good. Just a few more touches and I think we'll be done. Very nice, yes, Sprint. I liked it. So, off to a pretty good start. I like that map. It was fun. Now I just wish I was better at dirt. Not very good at dirt. Ooh, this looks intricate. Maybe tech. Distilled Darkness. Ooh. Spooky name by Swift Violets. I recognize this start, I think. Oh yeah, I recognize this map. This was an earlier version of this was, oh man, like probably a few months ago, honestly. Oop. Rules for map submissions, there are. So no lull, khaki, or trial maps because we only have 12 minutes on each map, and I don't know how I would critique those. And oh, I guess the other rule is the author time has to be under 3 minutes because we only have 12 minutes. So as long as the map follows those rules, it could be a work in progress, it could be something that's fully done, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I need to go wider on there to preserve my gear better, and then I think I can also make that drift a lot better. Okay, it is a little hard to see. It does need... Oh, and I guess how you, the way you submit a map is, at this point you can just paste a TMX link in chat, and then I'll click on it, and once we get to the intermission, which is the giant tower map in the middle of this, I'll go ahead and add the maps. Okay, I kept the gear. Can I keep the gear here? Yes, I can. It's tough, though. Ooh, kept the gear. Yep, so you can also keep the gear here. Which means you can also keep the gear here. Very nice. Okay, and that was a 39.2. Oh, perfect. Alright, let me click on that real quick. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, that looks nice. Alright, cool. So I will add it in just a little bit. I will say, there's about an hour and a half wait in the queue right now, so if you cannot stay for that entire time, it is perfectly fine to just watch the VOD back at some point. So VODs stay up for about a week on Twitch, and then I also have Nolifus TV YouTube channel that I upload the map reviews to, so, you know, worst case scenario, you can watch the VOD back if you can't stay. Alright, so... this map is dark. It's hard to tell the feature, especially for that middle plastic section. I remember saying something about that. Ah, not like that. Cramped. Yeah, the first drift is a little cramped. Could probably just use an extra block of space and it'll be fine. Oh, I dropped the gear. No. Ah, whatever. I want to get at least like one more clean run, then I'll watch like the GPS and stuff, but whatever, it's okay. I don't need a clean run. I should also be double checking to see if anyone had any notes or anything that they wanted me to focus on, so let me double check that. Let's see. Plastic Tech Map sent in a while back. Would really appreciate some feedback on the scenery now that it is done. Okay. So just on the scenery then? Keller is me. Welcome. I guess you are Keller. I had to assume. Alright, let's see. Alright, so what do I think about the... Oh, wait, hold on. GPS. So what do I think about the map? I think the map is decent overall. I do think the drifts do feel a little cramped, though. Like, I have to release pretty hard to make it through that first drift. I think this one's probably fine. And then that drift might be fine. You can 100% keep the gear there, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that's kind of like each of the drifts feels like it could use one more block of setup. So I would have liked a straight block and then this go around, because as it stands right now, you're kind of just drifting and aiming for like a nebulous around here, because there's no way to hit an actual apex because the drift is too cramped. And that would help keep gear forward through this a little easier, although, you know, it being difficult isn't the best, isn't like the worst thing in the world. This maybe could use an extra, maybe like an extra flat block, and then it goes into this. Although this 100%, yeah, this big, so I don't think I would have built it like this. This is quite punishing. As far as the scenery goes, I like the aesthetic. I can definitely tell what you're going for, but the black plastic sections need to be lit up more. Well, like you can kind of tell, but in stuff like this, it's hard, as you're driving, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. And if you are going for, you know, like this kind of like moody, I don't know what you call it, like nighttime green wired kind of thing. Like it does look really cool, and I think it works pretty well on roads. I don't think it works that well on plastic. It's pretty easy to lose the shape of the geometry, especially something like this. And I think this is could have been lit up a little bit more. And I think one more extra space in between, if you push this out and you had just a flat slanted block here, it would let people come in through here, catch themselves, and then properly drive them out here, if that makes sense. Because I think here, well, here you have the drift, here's the apex, and you want to go through. So the apex of the drift, you're landing on this right side anyway, so you're probably landing about here. So if I were to build this, I might have actually gone the other way, where this is tilted like this as you come across here, and then you turn in a little bit more, and then you go to the right, kind of like that, but then you do run into problems like that, so I don't know. Interesting. But it's like, hey, you made a challenge map for Sano, but I don't know how hard it is. You can't check the NRT to see if it's possible, but I believe you can't check the NRT. I don't know what the NRT is off the top of my head. But I struggle with abbreviations anyway. But I believe the 250 I said is possible. Can you possibly try it out so you can see someone actually get a solid time? I don't know. Oh, no respawn time. Okay, okay. The 250 is possible. I don't know about a solid time, because I'm only giving about 12 minutes per map here, so this is much more of like first impressions versus actually hunting a solid time. I don't know. Are you allowed to get feedback if it's a challenge, if it's like for a building challenge? Because a lot of building challenges don't go looking for feedback, or don't share it with anyone. But also want to double check with that. But yeah, as far as the scenery goes, I do like it. It's too dark. I like what you're going for, but also, like, if you are putting any details, like these trees and stuff, they do get lost in the dark. And there is 100% ways to get, like, a darker route while still having things lit up. I think this is, like, for the neon edges and stuff like that, I think this is a really good start, but it is missing a little something extra. And I think if you look at other maps in this style, they do add, like, certain brightness. Like, honestly, if you lit this up, that would actually be interesting, because you come around here and this is lit up, and that automatically kind of tells the player, oh, I can't go straight, but I'm already kind of turning to the right, so that must mean where I go. And you can use it to, like, guide the player too, and then that will also help the dark areas of the map feel darker and a bit, like, more defined, if that makes sense. Like, I think the scenery is not bad. I really like the aesthetic you're going for. with all of the neon and stuff like that. I just think it's a little too dark, and the route does suffer a little bit because of it, because you're using such a dark shade of plastic, and plastic being a slippery surface, you definitely want to tell what the geometry is that you're going into it. But overall, honestly, not that bad. Drifts feel a little cramped. I think if you opened up the drift entries a little bit, the rest of the map would like feel a bit smoother to drive and stuff like that. But honestly, I liked it. Not bad. Scenery could just use a little more definition, but you're off to a really good start. Send a couple maps. Only one person can send a map per week. It's fine. You just hunt a little more to test. Okay. All right, but let's see. We have Dirt Gear 3, but we have had a lot of Dirt Gear 3 maps lately. I will admit, not my strongest style, but I will try my best, and that's all I can do. A little bit of engine off into an uphill. Oh, some more engine off. If you touch the wall, right? Oh, no, other way. If you touch the wall right before that engine off, that's so punishing. Oh. You gonna go to bed? Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, Ghostly. I appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time. And have a really good rest of your week. Hope everything works out. I'm sure it will, but yeah. I hope it does. I'm so close to getting Gear 4 there. I want to say it's possible, but I think you have to actually go out of your way to get it, to the point where you wouldn't actually get it if you were trying to drive the proper lines. Although, I don't know. There's people that would probably no-slide up the hill, and that might allow them to get it. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how you begin to no-slide dirt. I'm not that good. Okay, let's just try to get some semblance of a clean-ish maybe run. That's not a clean run. Okay, that felt pretty good. And yeah, 0.4 off of author time, so yeah, definitely not a bad run. I'm a little concerned with this first part, honestly, because I think if someone did actually no-slide, it would be very close. It'd be very close to 4th gear, because I'm already getting a little uncomfortably close, and I'm not that good on dirt. An inside line. Yeah. So if you know someone, Lion, that is really good at dirt, I would have them try it out. See if they can get Gear 4 there. But outside of that, I think that's the only thing. You do have a couple of engine off sections, so you could also add an engine off section in the start. That way it's more of like the identity of the map versus just like something to cover gears. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I'm so close to getting Gear 4. Tuned out for a bit. Was there an answer to your question? Yeah, only one map per person per week. Yeah, only one map. Although I do like the route. I think the route's working out fairly well. That felt slow. Oh, that's a lot of speed. Darn it. Who put that tree there? I'm just kidding. I'm not asking. I know it was lying. Yeah, that was a rough landing. How does this work? If I... Yeah, no, that was... that's wrong. Okay, let me try it out. I felt like a better exit, but oh, I'm actually ahead. I would not have guessed that. Okay, decent time. How long can it be? As long as the author time is under 3 minutes. Because there used to not be a limit, but then someone sent in like a 5-minute map and we couldn't even reach the end of it by the time. Like it was like a 6-minute map or something. We couldn't even reach the end of it before we moved on. So I don't think they got very useful critique that time. Messing that part up. If I focus on exit speed on the turn I just crashed, then I should be able to get a PB. Darn it. Darn. I'm liking this route so far. It's already 5 minutes, I should talk about it. Oh, did I touch? I think I touched. Yeah, I touched. Darn it! Okay. I didn't see a GPS. Not one behind. That has a couple X's. I think it's still under construction. Alright. Yeah, no GPS. Okay, so let's talk about this. I think for the routes, yep, just not implemented yet. I would definitely bump that probably like over here or something, because I'm a firm believer that the GPS should be visible from where you start. Otherwise, people are going to miss it. I'd say this is the only spot that I'm worried about in terms of Gear 4. Anything else? No, I think the route works. I think it works pretty well. It is very important. The engine off here turns this into a really important section of the map, because if you like in my previous run, if you touch the wall outside here, like you lose. There's no coming back. So it does make it really important. So how do you submit a map for this? You submit the TMX link, as long as it is not a lull, trial, or khaki map, and the map is under 3 minutes long. Then you are good to go. Can be work in progress, doesn't matter. I do like the scenery though. The scenery looks pretty good. I like the green. You have different shades of green, especially like the darker green to offset like the brightness of the yellow. And even with the brightness of the yellow, I mean, like, these are yellow, but it's not very bright, so it's not like overpowering or anything. Maybe a few too many boosters scattered everywhere, but yeah, it's fine. I would be careful though about putting them on the route. Although I think you did a good job like covering and making sure that wasn't going to be an issue. I don't think I see any that look like they would be an issue. I think you're okay. Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Ah, darn it. Ooh. Well, that would have been another PB, but oh well. But you really like some feedback. Okay, okay. All right, so let me load it up real quick because I think I've said pretty much. I like this map. It's a good map. All right. Okay, cool. So I got that pulled up. Honestly, I think that fills up all of our spots for tonight. So I'd rather play on the safe side. And close submissions. So I do apologize, but submissions are closed. But there we go. Should work out. Perfect. All right, but yeah, Lion, I think you did a good job with this. I don't have that many complaints. Like I said, I think the only thing, really make sure that you cannot get gear 4. Like a little strip of penalty or getting someone who's good at dirt to look through the map, and making sure that it all lines up, I think would be your best bet. Oh man, I was ahead. Oh, that would have been it. That was a really good end turn too. Darn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care that much. Ask a question on your hair situation. Please forgive me if you're overstepping. I mean, you mean, well, like what hair situation? There's nothing. All right, the fragility of the human minds. I went the wrong way. Very philosophical. No, that's the GPS. And no, I like being bald. There's plenty of reasons to like being bald. I never have a bad hair day. I save money on haircuts. Is that where I'm supposed to? Why is there not a checkpoint before then? Yes, YouTube, we are listening. Thank you for double checking. I really don't appreciate it. Oh yeah, I have no problem talking about baldness. It was like once I started losing my hair, I shaved it very early on. Like I was not gonna sit with like a receding hairline. I have no problems with it. Okay, I found out where to go. Oh, it's this map. I recognize this map. How do I drive this? Okay. That worked out. Okay, well that did not work out. It's fine. thing is, you kind of want to go bald as well, and you have some questions. Okay, I mean, honestly, well, if you're asking whether or not you should go bald, I just say go for it. I think a lot of people look really good bald. It's just, it's very rare for someone, at least in my opinion, to be bald and not look pretty good with it. But yes, you may ask. I will allow it. I know, I'm very generous. It kind of worked. Okay, there we go. You're very worried that you have, like, Giga Dent. Your main thing. This is something you thought about before. That was never a worry that I had. But I mean, that is something that you do have to, like, is that something you're gonna be self-conscious about? Because, like, because even if you do have, like, a huge dent in your head, like, there's stuff, like, do you care? Is a legitimate question. Like, obviously people would look at it and stuff like that, but I don't think it's one of those things that people would, like, I don't know, it's not one of the major things. Also, I guess it kind of depends on, like, the type of dent. If it's just like a little dent or something, like, on the side, or if it's like a divot of your head is missing. You know, like, what? It kind of depends. Take a 5mm trial. You don't have to start with a clean shave. Think it's gonna look good. That's also very true. That's a good point. That's a good point. You because before I went fully bald, I basically just gave myself a buzz cut, and the shorter I kept cutting the hair, the more I liked it. So it's also one of those things as well. You can give yourself a buzz cut, and then you're like, ooh, wait, I actually don't like that. I like having longer hair or whatever, and then you can, you know, take a look at, like, other options. Whether that's, like, regrowing hair, becoming a really avid hat fanatic, you know. Wigs, it's all valid. The only thing that's not valid is a comb over. That is not, like, that's not valid. You better not do, that's the only, you better not do a comb over. Because honestly, if you're gonna do something in life, you gotta commit to it. You can't just stand halfway between. Because that's where a lot, at least from my personal experience, a lot of troubles start when you just sit halfway between and you're not fully committing to anything. And a comb over, like, that's, you're kind of bald, but you're not really committing to it. And you have hair, but it's very obvious that it's not long for this world. Like, you gotta accept it. Anyway, I'm sure Jay West is going to be ecstatic that a majority, about half the time on his map was spent talking about being bald. Nah, but I spend the first the first half. I spend the first half talking about, or just driving the map anyway, so you didn't really lose anything. Okay. That's about what I expected. Oh, that's where the finish used to be. Okay, I got it. You don't really have an issue with hair growth, it's just you think hair is annoying as heck, and being bald sounds nice. Yes, like I said, lots of benefits. Never have a bad hair day. It is, like, it's upkeep in more other ways, because I still have hair growth that happens on, like, the side of my heads and everything, but I'm not looking for the 60-year-old man look just yet. So it is, like, once a week or something, you do, you know, you gotta get rid of it. But so it is like slightly more upkeep in that sense, but I mean, honestly, I think going for a buzz cut, seeing if you keep liking it shorter and shorter, and then, you know, taking the plunge if you end up really liking it. Especially if you have hair growth, you can just grow it back. I am Luz, thank you for the follow. Oh, hey. Well, I mean, Jay West, the map can't be that bad. Ollie likes it. Ollie's here. Yay. All right, but I do got to talk about this. So, I think the transitions work decently well. I'd say this one is a little weird because typically you want to be on the outside of dirt turns, but then you end up kind of like the opposite angle of what you want for this. So I would either put like a pillar here to encourage being here and actually landing on this, or just changing the geometry a little bit. I kind of wish this was a little smoother, but it's not like that big of a deal. Jump down is good. Drift is decent. I like the addition of reactor down. I don't think that was there last time. This, I kind of wish we had a little bit more room to set up this drift. Snow car maps? Oh, I love snow car maps. I've built quite a few. I really like the snow car. It's very zippy and fun. Also, was there something else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, if you're going to have this, make sure to put poles on either side of this. I don't know if you just haven't done that yet, but yeah, you gotta, that way people know exactly where to clip. And I thought I was jumping, like, taking this as a jump and landing there, so I would put some stuff to block off that. But you haven't really done scenery yet. Fog is a little strong. I would consider taking it down a little bit. This section, I think, is the weirdest part. So you come through here, you do jump, and then I'm not entirely sure, because I mean, I guess you kind of want to go through this way, but then if you go up high on this, you lose a lot of speed, so there's not really like a good way through all of this, and it just feels a little awkward to go through this section. But then this jump I think is fine. Honestly, I kind of like this where you jump and then catch the reactor down. I think that's kind of fun. It's not like the smoothest transition, but I don't know, I think it's fun. And yeah, this drift is fine. Thanks a lot, you really appreciate it. Of course. Is the podcast on home? You love those? I am currently working through college. I took classes during the summer, and I'm, and this is my second to last semester now, and it's been very, very busy. So it's been content creation in terms of videos has been a little bit on hold. I'm slowly working my way through my next video. So hopefully it won't be out, but podcast, it'll probably still be a little while for that, because I don't want to like just do the podcast, although it is a good content type to do while I'm busy. So another episode will probably be out, will probably be in the making, like before too long. I ate too much dirt. Darn it, no PB. That's very glad you have your priorities straight. Yeah, I don't like college though. Your YouTube videos were suggested by someone in my chat and helped me make your first maps. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. That's great to hear. I don't focus more on controls, like the controls of the editor and stuff, because I think you can just Google those. So I like focusing on more of like the philosophy and that kind of stuff. But yeah, J West, I think it's a really cool map. I think a lot of the transitions work. That dirt part in the middle is a little weird. A couple of the transitions are a little weird, but it's not too bad. And honestly, I think your transitional stuff is getting a lot better very quickly. So that's really cool to see. And then we have track of the day. I think that's supposed to be attempt 1, but I like to think of it as attack 1. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna attack. Like, this track of the day attempt is so wild. I'm attacking the very existence of the concept with the idea of this map. Okay, it's working so far. I mean, I'm eating the gears, but I haven't had dinner yet, so I could use a snack. It's working. No, wrong. I don't know why I decided to jump to that one. I don't want to talk about it. Mapping is so much harder than it looks when it is. It is honestly, that's kind of just Trackmania in general. It's just you watch someone play Trackmania, and it's like, oh, that's easy. I could do that. And then you play Trackmania, and you're just like, oh, this is actually really hard. Okay, I want to take that turn way more. Also, for those of you who just joined, this is a public room, so if you would like to drive these maps and provide feedback of your own, the club is Nolifus Struggle Bus. You can just find it if you just type in Nolifus. Darn it. Ollie. Okay, well, here's Ollie. He wants to say hi. There he is. Oh, he was asleep. Oh, nope, he wants... Okay. There you go. He's gonna be up and down because it's within 2 hours of feeding time, and he's dying. He's starving. He's literally never been fed before. I don't know, like, can you keep gears on this? I'm not against changing gears, but I don't like changing gears only to then, like, immediately swap back into, like, the other gear. Okay, there we go. That's something. You've been legit drawing squiggly lines on paper and using that as a template for your maps. Honestly, whatever works, because like whatever gets you started after you've been building for a while, you start to realize that like, oh, okay, this stuff works. And then once you start building one map, you're just like, oh, wait, I can use this that I built on this other map. I think this would actually work really well here, or even better. And then you gradually just build more, you build up your references and stuff until you start coming up with like more and more ideas. It all like compounds. Rude. Ollie, you are fine. You have an hour and 10 minutes until you are fed. You're not dying. There's literally never been a day where you haven't gotten your food on time. That's not true, because I'm not always home when it's dinner time. But you know, it's fine. You're still alive. Okay, saved it. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I mean, Plastic is one of my favorite styles, so I think it's great. Yeah, you definitely dropped to third gear here. I don't think there's a way to keep fourth gear. It's just too tight of a turn. Darn it. More about aiming, less about speed. Yeah, it's still a bit of a bully, though. I don't want to talk about it. Oop, not like that. Oh. Ollie. Oh, I dropped the gear. Okay, I'll take that. Still a second and a half off. Let's check out the GPS. Cool. There is this style name for maps that are like very big and open. It depends. Because that's more of like a trait. It's not necessarily like a specific style. Yeah, so you do drop down. You're fine. The vet says you're a healthy weight. Also very fluffy. Yeah, it's about what I expected. It's everything I was trying to do, but better. Mario World soundtrack. This is not Mario World soundtrack. Let's see. It's unpragmatic covers. It's basically popular songs in the old school RuneScape sound font. All right. But yeah, honestly, I like the route. I think the route's pretty good. The only like little qualm that I have with it is dropping to gear 3 and then immediately gearing back up here. I think I would have really liked it if maybe you get gear 3, you have this, and then maybe you pick up the checkpoint like right here, and then you drop into like another tight plastic turn where you keep gear 3, and then you like maybe get gear back up to gear 4 like up here or something. But just like if you're dropping down to gear 3, I would prefer to just like stay in there a little while. Not quite 64-bit covers. It's more MIDI instruments. This one sounds a bit more 64, but in other songs you hear the... Yeah, this one doesn't sound very 64-bit. Ollie. Thank you. You are fine. I love you. You're fine. You're not dying, I promise. Alright. Honestly, I don't know if I have that many... Okay, it is for track of the day. Do I think this route could get track of the day? Yes. I think there is some very good potential here. Although, I will not say anything on the likelihood of it getting track of the day, because it's basically RNG. There's not much you can do about it. Ah. For future endeavors. So I do this every Wednesday night at this time, or exclamation point Discord should submit a link. Although the bot's been a little finicky lately, so if you don't get a link, let me know. And a submission, you can sign up for a role where you will get notified when map submissions open up. Tuesday, an hour before Cup of the Day, so you can have like an extra day to submit to guarantee that your maps get looked at. Because today, I didn't fill up the queue from the Discord, but there are definite weeks where I fill up the entire queue and submissions are closed before the stream starts. Posture check, yes, you're right, you're right. Thank you. Oh, and hydrate. You gotta stay hydrated. And plus we have almost daily mapping questions. Well, not necessarily just a mapping topic. Almost daily questions, you know. We got stuff going on. Okay, here we go. Here's something. I went way too wide on that turn. But I'll take that. I'll take that. Definitely do better. But where's the dark water? No, not this time. I don't drink soda this late. If I have a soda, it's either in the late morning or early afternoon because of the caffeine. Or I guess like root beer or something. Sorry, I'm not virtual. But yeah, honestly, I like this map, Ziggy. I think you did a really good job with it. The only thing I can think of is maybe justifying that Gear 3 a little bit more, but that is more of a nitpick. Like, yeah, if you keep it. As long as the gear down is definitive and you can't, like, keep Gear 4 with the super difficult line, which I'm pretty sure it's definitive. I don't think you can get out of gearing down. It should be fine. Right, in Jerchi we have rally dirt or work in progress, not with the rally card. So the map lied to me. Oh, wait, where am I going? Oh, I see it, I see it. That looks really good. Just make a great scenery and you have a chance. Yeah. Although track of the day is very, very RNG reliant. I am a little burned by the system though, because I've had 4 track of the days, all with Tona selecting maps, not Phoebe. Ever since Phoebe took over for track of the day selection, I've had, off the top of my head, I think at least 4 maps reviewed, and not a single one picked, and it was disheartening. And I'm burned by the system. I'm a grizzled veteran. Okay, I see that. And Jerchi said to give as much criticism as possible. So, here we go. Why is there rally in the title when it's not rally? Also, that obstacle was mean to me, so you need to get rid of it. Your last comment also didn't start with a capital letter, so that's improper grammar. So that it also started with the word but, which you shouldn't really be starting sentences with the word but anyway. So You gotta watch that in the future. Rally dirt, not rally car. I like to think, well, I can't be wrong, so kind of at a conundrum. Okay, but I'm getting the hang of a route. Yes, YouTube, we are still listening. Oh no, I guess it was just the song that did that. Okay. GPS in the water. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get a slightly better idea. Oop, okay, not outside dirt, not outside dirt. Sir Wills, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Don't want to slide on that dirt. I don't know, why am I not turning as much on that turn? It's kind of weird. There's no wrong answers, only wrong questions. There we go. And Ollie knocked all my textbooks onto the floor. That's awesome. That's so cool, Ollie. Thank you so much. I think you can keep the gear there. I'll check the GPS. Outside dirt? Possibly. There, definitely. Also, that might be a drift. Let me check the GPS. Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, he's redecorating. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so quiet. Why is it so quiet now all of a sudden? Lador, thank you. Wow. Oh, a sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Enjoy the emotes. There are Ollie emotes in there. And thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I don't know why the alert is so quiet now, but whatever. Oh, I got to let me rewatch this. So I think the yes, Lador, that's very nice of you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so this is a bit of a wild route, so it is a little harder to critique in those terms. But let me listen for the gear. You did drop it, I think. I'm not quite sure. And that was outside dirt. Okay, it seems to work out pretty well. Yeah, and that is a small drift. Okay. So I think, as far as the route goes, it is fairly nice. Although I will say this first little bit is very reliant on airtime. Or you have quite a bit of airtime because you have a jump here, and then a jump here, and then another jump here. So it is, why can I not, Ollie? What key did you press? Okay, there we go. I got it moving again. All right. Let's see. I would like a little bit more, like, I think these barriers should actually cut off here because you need to enter the grass, like, immediately if you want to make this turn in time, and the barriers are kind of a little, misleading on where you want to be. So I think just curving these in more and cutting it off, letting the player know you want to enter that immediately would be the right call. Let's see. I wish there was a way to keep the same gear here. Maybe like reactor down or something with like just the reset like right here or something, although that could cause a gear up too. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the penalty grass here will prevent it. Let's see. You can keep the gear. It's just hard. Oh, okay. Okay, if you can keep the gear, then that's fine. Although, if it's the hardest part of the map and it's really vital to get, like, do you know how much time you lose if you don't get the gear? If you lose a lot? Let's see. I think this is good. This is good. Wherever the engine off is, yeah. Just make sure that this is visible. So if you don't want this specific, like whatever scenery you add, just make sure that there's like a line or something that signifies that this is where the engine off is, so people aren't like guessing and stuff like that. Hey, Jersey, welcome. It's great to see you. Thank you, Ollie. Has been a while though. How have you been? Can you keep it in the uphill dirt afterwards? I don't know. Let's see. With outside dirt, and I think you have gear 3 at that point. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit of a rough landing because you're bouncing a bit on the penalty grass, so it can be slight RNG on how well you do on that section, although it's not the worst, but it might make hunting the map a little weird. All map except after the end drift. Okay, okay. Ooh, seems like a good challenge then. As long as you're okay with the challenge, then it should be fine. Oh, hey, I kept the gear. Look at that. I'm so good at this game. Oh yeah, that's not hard to keep the gear in. So I will say though, with the GPS, I wanted to listen for the gears, but the fact that the GPS, my car is in water. Yeah, because the GPS is very quiet. Like it's very, like it sounds a bit muffled, and that's because if you are for the GPS, if the base car, like my car, my purple car, is underwater, falling, or upside down, the sounds of the GPS get brought down quite a bit. So I always like to just have like a little corral or something where the car just drives into. That way, especially on a Gear 3 map like this, people want to make sure that you can still keep it. So I would just bring the GPS out of the water. Yeah, and you get Gear 4 right at the end there, which is fine. You're in lower gear at the moment? Oh. Okay, Ollie, you're fine. I think I kept Gear 3. This is a Gear 3 map, right? Oh. Dirtcheese, you're gonna show me how it's done. Okay, I kept it. It's not too hard to keep it actually, so I think that's fine. I don't know why I released. I didn't need to release. Okay, okay. I see it. Also, I don't know if you need the safe in. I mean, I guess, like, how would I handle this, actually? You could have just, like, maybe a piece that leads like that with like a wall ride or something. But yeah, I think the rough-ish landing after the third jump in the start, I would maybe try to smooth that out a little bit, help the guiding scenery a little bit more. But honestly, I think the rest of the map is working out pretty well. I think you're doing a really good job. I think the scenery looks pretty good too. Obviously still like under construction and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the beginning is really the only part that I'm just like, I'm not too sure about. But all right, so are you guys ready to beat Jamstip real quick? We just 12 minutes to beat the tower map. Let's go. Okay, not quite. I've got maps to add. So, let's see. Add. Perfect. Okay. You try to smooth that jump? Yeah, and I think with that, like, the route's gonna be pretty good. So let me download these maps. I'll get them added. Just getting them in here real quick. All right, and I will have to leave for a moment. Can I add? There it goes. Okay. Track feedback. I forget in which. Okay. Now who? I forget who is first. I think it was like that. It doesn't matter. All the maps are getting looked at anyway. So we'll go back. We'll give it a couple minutes, because if I skip ahead right now, it might just go back to the beginning, and it might not register that the rooms have been added. So we'll give it a couple minutes, at least a couple minutes for the server to refresh with the maps. But in the meantime, we can drive some Jamstip. Oh, this is also my opportunity to go to the bathroom, because you guys make me drink water. So in the meantime, oh, Georgie left. Okay, you guys, here you guys go. You can take a look at the beautiful moving blocks, and you can take a look at my chair too. And just before the jumps in the grass, maybe you should add, honestly, I think it's fine. I got it pretty consistent just after like a little bit more driving. So I think you're actually good. I think it's actually fine. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, it'll be a couple minutes, and we'll let the server load and everything. All right, small break, small break. Oh my god, and the YouTube music stop. Oh my god, YouTube, why? Why now? How could you do this to me? Okay, I'm gonna also grab a little bit of snack. Okay, I wasn't. YouTube made this awkward, I'm so sorry. And I'm back. We got some wheat thins. Oh, I'm sorry, not wheat thins. Absolutely not wheat thins. They are thin and crispy wheat crackers. A subtle yet legally distinct difference. Also, why am I driving this? I think enough time has passed. Okay, so let's go ahead. There we go. And it will not bump us back to the first map. It will go to the new maps I just uploaded. I really hope. Ah, darn it. It did. Okay, it did the thing. I want to say this was... Yes, this was what? Darn it. I see PS5, so I guess console. Looks good. Oh, okay, I like that. Honestly, very intuitive so far. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a little drift there. Jumping out of that. Oh, no, I didn't spot it in time. I wasn't ready. Okay, I'm liking this. I think this is a pretty strong map. Probably snap into a no slide there. Oh, no. There he goes. Very smooth. Okay, I don't think that's a jump and drift, which is good. Not that, like, jump and drifts are bad. It's... If you try to drift with dirty tires, it slows the car down a tiny bit more than usual. Like, most people won't really notice the difference, but, like, tech Andes and people really good at the game will notice the difference. The slight physics changes of drifting with dirty tires. But dirty tires wear away pretty quickly, so the jump and using, like, the jump out of dirt into an immediate drift is not great, but, like, that... Okay, well, if you actually do the drift, that drift should be fine. Yeah, like, that drift should be fine. Don't notice any funny business. Okay. Okay, there we go. Honestly, this is a good map. I like this. not like that drift though, but apparently it wasn't that bad. Darn it. No question, why do you always get such an exaggerated amount of ginger with your sushi order? Maybe they just don't want people to ask for more. Or the likely question is they probably just use small containers that other things come in as well, like a small little plate or bowl or whatever. And ginger is probably cheap enough that they just have a big tub of ginger and they're just like, fill the bowl. It doesn't matter. We have enough to go around. Trying to no slide as much as possible. Oh my god, can I drive properly? The answer is no, I cannot. Darn it. Honestly, this is nice. I think the only the route's nice. I don't think there's much I can say about it because the route is on the simpler side. I don't think there's anything really wrong. I think the only thing I can really think of is how this is a pretty long straightaway. How you want to land here and pretty much just like keep straight the entire time, like until here. And I wish there was a little bit more. I think it would have been a little interesting if maybe you landed here, collected the checkpoint, and then like was forced to go over here. Like maybe like an S-bend, like the 2-block long S-bends you land, and then you pop up into a slide this way. I will mention that the brake thing that I talked about before, it only happens when you press brake. So if you pop out of dirt into an auto slide, that's fine. That doesn't affect the physics. But the actually pressing brake, that will affect the physics. Oh no, oh wait, Jersey, I missed your comment. No. Good, your PC broke, then didn't redo your Trackmania subscription. You broke 3 PCs in the past year, by the way, and then stopped playing Trackmania and just played Celeste. Jersey, are you doing okay? Well, maybe I should ask your PC if it's doing okay, but good to have you back. That's a lot. That's a lot of computer. I keep holding this first drift a lot longer than I need to. Oh, that's not a good block. Yeah, but since this is yeah, this drift is a little awkward just because you're driving like, oh, my mouse is super sensitive right now. There we go. But like, since you're driving this way, or since you want to turn this way and you're just driving straight beforehand, it's a little bit of an awkward setup where I don't know, like it works as a drift setup. It is a little awkward though, and I think the reason why it's so awkward is because you're driving in just a straight line beforehand. I think if you wanted, but really that's the only thing I can think of. The map is very heavy with snowballing speed. So, for instance, this, like coming out of here, you're going to slow down a certain amount, and then you basically just keep gaining speed all the way until you hit this dirt turn. So all this area is 100% based off of this drift, and your exit out of this determines all of this until here, which is then, you know, like the finish and the final drift into the finish. And so since this is all multiplying speed, if you mess up this, it might actually mess up your top speed of here. And so it's the second half of the map is pretty snowball reliant, which is why I like to pretty much stay in the same gear or gear down in a map. It seems like everyone who tries is great at mapping these days. You're too old for this. No, it is not an inherent skill. Although I will say it is easier to be better at mapping the better of a player you are. It's not like a guaranteed 1-to-1. You know, like not every great player is a great mapper, and not every great mapper is a great player. But it's like it'll help, if that makes sense. It's not like the end goal. So I'd say, honestly, for future maps, I would try some transitions. Transitions are harder on console because you don't have access to ghost blocks or free blocking, but they are possible. They're just more limited, and they do help make the map like a little bit more exciting. And then I would also try to keep the map in the same gear, although really my issue with snowballing speed, it's a nitpick. It's a personal nitpick, not really anything more than that. Oh, why am I nose sliding this? I don't feel like I should be nose sliding that. Yeah, like that. I'll save another 10th on that. You know, it's very easy to just look at like other people's finished products and just feel like you're not good. I know, I do it all the time. Because you also have to remember that we're looking at their finished product, but also as someone who did not participate at all in the building process, and so if someone's project that you find absolutely amazing, they could probably point out like 17 things that are wrong with it, or that they're not happy about. But since, you know, you just see the final product, you don't get any of that. So it's easy to, you know, knock yourself down. But yeah, Poda, I think, especially for a console map, this works out really well. I like your little scenery that you have going on. It's clean. Yeah, I think you're playing around the weaknesses of the console editor really well, and yeah, I don't think I've that much critique. Honestly, the only thing I want to see is I want to see a little bit more excitement, because the route does seem to be a little bland, but I mean, if that's really my only critique, I think you're doing really well. Especially for the console editor. Like, if I think you're doing really well regardless, and then if you're doing really well on the console editor, then yeah, that's even better. What? Okay, there we go. There's Snow Car. I'm supposed to... Ollie, stop knocking books down. A little bit of Snow Car. Love the Snow Car. Okay, got it. Was made on console. Impressive. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. Okay, you could probably actually just skip that entire first turn. If you're fat, yeah, you probably just want to go something like that, maybe. But you do lose out a lot of speed, so it's like kind of a question of whether or not it's worth it to do that. Oh, okay, maybe not like that. That doesn't seem like the strongest penalty grass. Yeah, this is not penalty grass. I thought it was penalty grass. Okay, it's not, actually. Okay, so that opens us up a lot more. I gotta look at going, okay, is it possible to go this way? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you collect this, then immediately come down here and then go here like that, you can finish on this side. It's probably what's the fastest. I mean, do I? Okay, I do need that. That's the first checkpoint. No wonder I wasn't slowing down on with the reactor. But okay, this is all in the start then. Which is a little disappointing, I must admit. I kind of liked the idea of the map a bit better when the grass wasn't, when I thought the grass was penalty. But I was like, why am I keeping so much speed? Although it's still interesting of like what you can actually keep, but now it's very, I mean, the map is now very start reliant. If you are faster in the start, you're going to be faster for the whole map. So it's very start reliant now. Kind of like the snowballing speed example I talked about before, only like taken to the extreme. So the map's very beginning reliant. That being said, like, I like the idea though. I just wish it wasn't so beginning reliant. But everything else is a lot of fun. I am liking this. I do want a good time on this because I am having fun trying it. It's pretty chaotic, and I do like that. Uh-oh, Jerchy disappear. I'll have to send a search party. Ah, darn it. Oh, I can get the world record on this. Author time? Well, no, I guess that is author time. Is it author time? It is not author time. Nope. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, it being start reliant, though. Because really, there's nothing that's super slowing down the snow car outside of, like, you know, just turning. So the speed that you get at the start is going to pretty much be carried through the rest of the map, and you gotta... Why did I do that? I missed a checkpoint. Oh, not like that. I need to remember the tree placement there if I'm actually going to get a decent time on this. No, I need to go wider. So I like this strap. I need to go wider and then get a bit more grip on the pavement. Okay, that's decent. And then I can not do that. That's not what I want to do. Ah, no, I forgot what I wanted to do for the end. It was like this. Oh, no, not like that. Hold on. It was like this. And that's a 23.6. Okay. I mean, there's just that. I think the other way has potential to be faster, but in terms of just like, you know, like getting something done, and this will be fine. That's still not great. That's a little too slow. Ah, darn it. Yeah, I think how do I want to do this? That bush is right where I want to go. I guess something like that. No, I think it's still best to go over here. Ah! Tragic. Whatever. Okay. Let me talk about it a little bit. So, I like the idea. I think this is a pretty fun map. Obviously, I'm having a good time with it. I just want to keep playing it. That being said, I do wish there was a little bit more going on. So, like I said, I talked a while about it being very start reliant, because whatever speed you start with through here, you're keeping through the rest, because this is regular grass, not penalty. And since this is regular grass, not penalty, a lot of the checkpoints are pretty much just like a straight line to the other. So you just go, get this as a straight line, this is a straight line, this as a straight line, and then I think this part is the best part of the map, because you're going through and now you actually have to start like thinking about where to turn. It's a bit of precision. You come across here and you want to cut probably on this side of the bush, and then up and over. You know, like you really have to think about your positional stuff, whereas the first half of the map is kind of just try to get as much speed as possible and hope that you get your straight lines end up working out. And so I think the second half of the map is really fun. The first half is still pretty fun, but not quite as good as the second half. And hopefully I explained it well as to why I think that. Get rid of these bushes. I mean, don't actually get rid of the bushes, but get rid of the bushes. I've been bullied long enough. Oh, camera bug. this is so much. Yeah, I didn't get as good of a beginning, so it doesn't really matter how I drive the rest of the map. It's not gonna be a PB. It might even be better to go just follow the road all the way around, although I've been liking the little hop that I've been doing. Hey, there we go. Few hundredths of a second author time. I'll take that. Yeah, this was fun. I like the idea of it. I think the execution is pretty good. It's just a little too reliant on the start. And I wish the first half wasn't just like connecting the straight lines. I wish it was a bit more like the second half, but honestly, I found this fun. I really like this. I think you did a good job. Is this waterfall going up? Or is it just... No, the texture's going down. It's just the reflections are going up for whatever reason. It's okay. Probably just the camera angle. Dort. Oh boy, it's time for my favorite surface, Dort. Port City. Dort probably is actually the... Oh, that's so weird. But Dort probably is the actual name of, like, dirt in another language. Which side of the pole do I want to be on? I'm gonna say left side. Yeah, I think that's correct. And I don't think I have to drift either. Okay, this is interesting. I like the chaotic nature of the scenery. It's like, it's really chaotic, but it still, like, feels like a city. I think you did a really good job with that. I don't know what vibe that is. Almost like a fantasy city? Like, not quite fantasy, though. I don't know what vibe I'm talking about. Hopefully someone knows what I'm talking about. Oh, and then there's the risky. Okay, I appreciate the arrow. Yeah, you don't need to drift. Okay, you don't need to drift at all in this map. It is, in fact, speed fun. The music's not... Oh, okay, there it goes. Just a quiet beginning. I did not think that line was actually going to work. All right, let me try to get one more deuce improvement. I'll take a look at the GPS. Honestly, I am liking this so far. I think this is pretty cool. I think I need more lateral movement on that in order to get it clean, though. No, you have 15 minutes. I mean, I guess that works. Ugh. I touched. I would. Darn it, it was a decent run too. I want to say the GPS though. I am curious about a couple lines. Okay, I'll take gold. I'll take gold. Okay. Oh, I'm beating Mr. Pepsi by 1. All right. I'm curious to see. Yeah, I think I did hear a little bit of like a release right there. You're fine. Okay, what about this part? Okay, okay. Honestly, this seems like a really good speed fun. Oh, Ollie. You gotta say hello to your fans. There you go. There's the menace, knocking down every textbook I own. There you go. Alright. Go starve quietly somewhere else. Thank you. Alright, so let's see. Ollie looks hungry. He might. What gave it away? all right. But let's see. Honestly, this does seem like a really cool map. I really like the scenery. Yeah. That's exactly what he should do. I think the only like this. I don't necessarily like how you get down to 4 and then literally immediately, like less than a second later, you're back to gear 5 thanks to the turbo. It makes the turn feel uncalculated and like the person driving it is making an error when there isn't one. Yeah. I also don't have newspapers by me, but textbooks, I always got those by me. Oh my god, can I drive this? I know what I'm doing wrong. I stopped driving bad. Not the best start, but whatever, I'll take it. No, I can't go at it straight ahead. I need some... Yeah, I like that somewhat. I'll take it. Okay, that felt pretty good. Oh, did I clip? I think I might have clipped something. Oh, I clipped that. Alright, come on. I can do this. Good run. I want a good run on this. Ollie, no. Ah, darn it. Yeah. This is what Ollie does. He yells at me even though he knows I'm sensitive. Darn it, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I really like the colorful city look. Honestly, is it giving Turbo vibes? I haven't played Turbo. I've only seen videos, but like, is that the vibe that I'm thinking of? but yeah, I like the vibe. Oh my god, get rid of that wall. Get rid of that wall. It doesn't need to be there. It just bullies people, I think, and I can't advocate for bullying, so I think the wall just needs to go. And it's not me that has the problem, it's the wall. It's the wall that's having issues. I didn't need to release, but I also don't mind being a little slower for this. Oh my god, I touched the wall again! Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It doesn't need to be there. It doesn't deserve to be there. Just get rid of it. I actually think walls are just a really bad mapping choice. I think every map just shouldn't have walls. And actually, now that I think about it, we're in a city with buildings, and buildings have walls. And since you're not a wall, it's not your issue. That's right. That's right. We're in a city with a bunch of walls, so I think we need to demolish the city. I think this is the start of my villain arc. I think now I have to go and destroy New York City. Ah, darn it. We need to stay inside on the first uphill? Okay, okay. I don't know what counts as did the first uphill already happen? Oh, that's probably the first uphill right there. Okay. Well, yeah, so last minute thoughts. Honestly, I think the map's really good. I think you did a really good job. I really like the scenery. The only part I actually do, I know I made jokes and stuff like that. I do wonder if you actually have a little bit too much speed for this. I don't think that's anything you like really have to solve now. It's just, I don't know, maybe? Or it could be a skill issue. That's probably what it is. But I don't like gearing down to 4 and then immediately back up to 5 because it just makes this section feel like awkward and like the player's doing something wrong when they aren't doing anything wrong. But outside of that, honestly, I think it's a really fun speed fun map. I think you did a good job with that. Oh, and the music stopped. Oh my god. Yes, we are still listening. Thank you. Getting bullied by my cat. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I think you did a really good job. Very fun. No, don't look at my city. The city's plain in comparison. No, hold on. Move on.